Artenas Young, welcome to the program today. Legacy Fighting Championship 50, January 22nd, down there in Houston, Texas, his hometown. Getting ready to fight Evangelista Santos, obviously Chris Cyborg's ex-husband. Not as celebrated a fighter as she is, but definitely dirty, nasty, and can put a beating down on if you let him.
Yeah.
You're coming off a three fight losing streak, and it's you got to get your shit together.
Oh yeah, man. It's been a rough one, dude. You know what's crazy is I was just thinking about this, Trigg. Right now, I was outside. I just got this 6.5-foot snowman. I was hanging up Christmas lights and stuff, and I was just thinking about it. I was like, it's funny because the last 3 years of my life was leading all through that, and I was fighting during that time. My mom, which was well publicized, my mom passed away during that time. I had moved out of my place to stay with her to help her, and so I lived with her through that time, fought through that time. Then she passed, and still I fought 3 weeks or I fought 2 weeks after she passed, and then I fought again in February, which was only another 6 weeks after that, 8 weeks after that. So I put myself in a blender. And then on top of that, dude, my place was overcrowded. I had family come in. I was living at any given day, it was 7 to 8 people living with me, including there was five kids and 3 adults other than myself in my 3-bedroom place. And I was like, I went from, dealing with mom and transitioning through that to 7 to 8 people. And I'm like a real personable, kind of clean, just stay in my focus type of guy like I am right now and here right now. And I had none of that. I had to lock myself in a closet to get that type of peace. You know what I mean? So I was fighting through some things that was more than physical, but I'm ready. Man, it was weird. So it was just me and my roommate, right? And his daughters came to stay, and that was cool. So he had 2 daughters. Boom, it's fine. We had a big place. Well, right after my mom passed, her brother, my uncle, they moved in from New Mexico. I used to go out there and stay with them sometimes. So they need the places to get on their feet. They have 4 children, and it's them too. So I was like, okay, cool. We'll get this going quick. They didn't require much out of them. Just let's get this going. Almost 2 years later, bro. This place I'm in right now is you hear it's peace and quiet. It's my big old place. It's by myself. It took me, and I just got this place 2 months ago. It took me 2 years to get out of that situation. And they've been there. It's weird. It was the weirdest lifestyle. I've never lived, it was never, my daughter, it's weird. My daughters are grown now. They're big girls. It was weird. It was the weirdest thing I ever experienced in my life. And I had to come home every day really disappointed that I would have to see the things I was going to see, from diapers overflowing, trash cans, dishes, things that I don't do in my own place. So I didn't have that peace. I didn't have that come home, think about my practice of the training that day, think about my victory. I didn't have that. I came home and I was disturbed. I was always like, ugh, everybody's here. What the heck? Everybody shut up. Why is this? Why are you guys cooking fried chicken and gravy? What is this? It's just stupid, stuff that wasn't my lifestyle. So I was forced to live in it. Well, now there's nothing but fruit and good stuff laying around. It's it's me, man. I'm comfortable hanging up Christmas lights and a 6-foot snowman. You know what I mean? I feel I'm back. I'm me.
That's crazy. I had no idea that was going on. I knew that your mom was sick. And I just assumed it's because your mom was sick. I didn't realize it's because you had. There is nothing worse than coming home from a training camp and being like, the garbage is overflowing, there's diapers everywhere, and they're making food I can't eat. Like, what the hell? This is my place.
What is this?
And I'm not even home. This is crazy.
It's my place. I've been busting my ass, and I come home to this. It was disturbing. I would, honestly, I'll tell you, I would come home, and there would be diapers outside the door. So I walk up, I'm like, oh, fuck, man. And it's hot and muggy in Houston. So that smell is just permeating. And I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I've been. I got wet clothes with me. I got, you know what I mean? I'm like, what the no, hell no. They were helping sparing them. There was a lot of them. So I mean, outside of food, putting food in the house, which was food I couldn't eat. It was honestly, brother, it was family. It's my closest family in there. So I did what I could. Even my namesake, one of the children in there, my uncle named kind of after me. So I was like, I really tried my hardest to keep that going because I was like, man, it's family, but I was dying inside, brother. I was not happy. I was not a happy person, man. And I went to every fight. I fought 3 times. Every time I was, telling myself physically I looked good. I was ready, man. But shit, I didn't even. Man, I had the only time I could visualize victory when I was out there running or something. I came home. It was turmoil. It was my brain was, so it wasn't. Yeah, it's a different. It feels good to be where I'm at, doing what I'm doing now, enjoying my life, man. And I live in Katy, Texas now, actually, right outside of Houston. So it's peaceful. I'm away from my family, like miles away from them. So it worked for me, brother. It's a blessing, man.
Wow. Okay, well, let's talk about Santos. He's your opponent. You finally got a great place. You're finally calm. You finally got some peace now. When you come home, what's it like watching Tate? This guy can. I mean, you haven't fought anybody easy. This will be your 4th fight in a row where every guy is super tough. From Tim Means to Arantos to Ryan Spann. Like, it's just been crazy the amount of competition you've had. And now Santos is another one to put right in front of you.
Yeah. Yep. For me, man, the day I got this call, Frank, but this is crazy, bro. I didn't even tell Colin yet. I told Colin I'm gonna tell him when I see him. I haven't seen him. I got this call to fight this guy the same day I got the call to get this place, which was like the same day I had like a missed call from my girl who we were like going through some things, and it was like, boom, she finally hit me back, and we were like working out. It was like I came to my phone. I walked away from my phone talking to my cousin, and when I came back, I had 3 missed calls. It was amazing, man. I told Colin, I said, Colin, I have to remind me of this day. I'm going to tell you what happened. He still doesn't know. I had 3 missed calls. Those were the 3 missed calls. My place, my girl, and my fight. And it was the fight I fought Cyborg many a times. Oh, I fought him many a times up here. I used to watch him, man. I used to study him years ago when I first started. I've always, had this, little disdain for him. Nothing, no reason. Just because he was tough. And I like that. And I want to break him. I want to be the guy who breaks him.
He's kind of a dick too. Like he is. His personality is kind of gruff. He's kind of rough. Like, he doesn't mean to be. It's just what he is. That's just his personality. He comes off as kind of a dick. And as
a fighter, I'm like, okay, hey, I respect that he fights and he'll get in there and scrap. And he had a chin at one time. Dude's been in a lot of wars, respectable wars. But the key is I haven't been in many wars. I've only been in a few battles. I'm not getting hit. And there's a reason why. I tell you, Trigg. I'm not coming there playing. I'm going to be loose. I'm going to be dancing. I'm going to piece him. He's going to be bloody early. He's going to be bloody early. There's going to be elbows coming. There's going to be a lot of movement, stuff that he's not ready for. And, I'm really in a good place to do it. So the war is not going to happen. What it's going to be a showcase. He's going to come in there aggressive. He's going to come in there blowing his wad. He's going to go all out, throwing everything he can. Every shot's big. We know, hey, okay, cool. Here we go. I'm going to step aside. Boom, 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 boom. I've been studying, brother. Like you said, what's it like? I come home and I've been studying him and studying my craft more or less. And the craft of Muay Thai that I picked up a couple years back. And that changed me, man. That the life of a Muay Thai fighter, which I've dedicated myself, has changed my style. And I haven't been able to fully just bring it out because I've been in this little bondage of my own world, and it kind of sucks. So I'm like, that's another thing that I get to bring out for this fight. It's not something I'm looking to show anybody, but it's something everybody's going to see. It's just something everybody's going to see. See, Santos, he's Santos, man. He's going to stand there. He's going to get square. He's going to try to bang. He's going to throw big shots. He's not going to come with nothing new. He hasn't fought me. I fought him. I fought Big Head. I fought Ike. I fought these guys before. I fought him. I fought Elvis Matupchik. I beat all these guys. And that's him. It's just him all put together. So I respect him for being the guy who stepped in the cage, but I don't respect him for anything much else. His skill is a skill. Everybody's a little skilled at this level. Like you said, man, I've been blessed and I fought a lot of skilled guys. Of course, I don't underestimate this guy. That would be a fool. That's foolish. But at the same time, I don't have like this, like, oh, I'm fighting Cyborg. I'm like, nah, I'm about to give it to Cyborg.
That's Artenas Young getting ready to fight Evangelista Santos coming up here on Legacy Fighting Championships 50, January 22nd. Of course, can be seen on Access Television. Man, thanks so much for coming on here. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad things are going well for you, man. I appreciate it. Good luck the rest of your training camp. We'll talk after the fight's done.
Thank you, man. It's good seeing you, man. Good talking to you guys. Everybody who's seeing this, man, keep it up. Keep following my man. We in the house, baby. Legacy 50. See you then.